Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. One second while I put this phone on Do Not Disturb. Mm, that's good. Okay, how is everybody doing? I think I mentioned yesterday that I would do like a little challenge live, no real subject, just a couple of things I saw on social media that I wanted to bring to the forefront, give my 2 cents on, laugh at, be serious about, all of that good stuff. Majority of it has to do with the Challenge 39. So let's get right into it. Hey, Andrew. Also, you know your girl is a Leo. And I have a little bit of a vanity issue. And I finally got in the salon and got this hair snatched together because, it was a snowstorm and I missed my hair appointment because we were stuck in the house. And then the ceiling broke out of my house and I missed the my appointment for that. So I said, Mia, come snatch this hair up real quick because I've been looking a mess. Even though I work from home probably 90% of the time, I only have to go in the office 1 day a week. I just be sitting in the house with my hair done. It's it's a Leo thing, it's an Angie thing. I don't know, but I feel so much better. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this little bun, but we here. Hey everybody, hey M. I have not seen you, but M, you have been sending me the tea and the DMs, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Dejan, Dion Rocks. Hey Dabu. It is a little bit of a 90s throwback, but the 90s are coming back. The 90s are coming back. I do want to talk about traders. We're going to talk about traders maybe for 5 minutes. I'm not going to go too deep. I'm not going to go too deep into the traders because I'm waiting to do the live with Really B. And I think Ebby watches traders, and we're going to try to get together and do like a not technically a panel live, but I guess it is a panel live. I just like talking about it with other people. But if they can't, it's hard to coordinate schedules. Everyone has their own channels, their own things. If we can't get together and do it tomorrow, I will do traders on my own tomorrow. And then when I can get with Really Be Abby and whoever else wants to talk about it, I'll let you all know that too. But I'm gonna speak on traders a hot second, but I don't want to say too much yet. Not yet. Hey Andrew. Yes, I work remote. I hope I can too. Most accounting jobs are remote. Most people who I know do accounting are remote. A lot of people once they especially office type jobs where you aren't necessarily dealing with the public and you don't have to deal with customers or whatever. People saw during the pandemic how much of a cost save it is, an overhead save that it is by letting people just work from home, give them that computer and let them go sit down. I'm a supervisor, so I do have to report to the office once a week to take care of certain things. I ain't got to run down my job for y'all, but I only have to go in once a week. And in the summertime, I hate being in the house. So in the summertime, I might go in 2 or 3 days a week, but for the most part, I'm at home. Hey, Dr. Ivy girl. I love saying her name. I just love saying your name. But how you doing? I did not even start on that CPA yet, but thank you. Stay on my neck, Dejan. Stay on my neck about that CPA because it is a goal of mine for 2024. But I have not, it's about to be tax season. And as an accountant, everybody worrying me about their W-2s and all the new tax laws. But stay on my neck because that is something I want to do. Yes, we lost Zara and Raven. We're about to get into all of it again. I talked about the challenge last night. This is more about social media. We're about to get into it. The face off of the century with Sandra and Janelle. Look, I'm waiting for Sandra versus Parvati, but Janelle went home. Janelle solidified. This is all I'm gonna say. Because I want to save it. I want to save all of my 2 cents. But Janelle solidified her banishment when she said, Sandra, I think you're a traitor too. And then she called Sandra a bitch. Janelle, you going home. You have just activated Miss Sandra. She been chilling. Oh, Sandra been reading the room, collecting her intel, but she ain't really let loose on nobody yet. She been chilling. You, if you would have stuck with Dan, you could have said, I don't know who else a traitor, but Dan, you won. If you would have stuck with Dan, Janelle, you probably would have been sitting still on the show. Now, they might have murdered your ass, but you would have been sitting pretty on the show if you would have stuck with Dan. But oh, you had to bring Sandra name in your mouth. Now you got what you got. But anyway, let's get into this. The first thing I want to talk about on the Challenge 39, let me figure out how to share my screen real quick, because it's just some stuff I saw on social media. I want y'all 2 cents, and I'm going to give my 2 cents on. Let's go ahead and do the slideshow. I want to talk about the mercenaries, the winners and the losers. And when I look at the winners v. losers comparison, everyone who I thought would lose is on the winner slide, majority. And majority of the people that I thought would win are on the loser side. How do you all feel about the breakdown of winners and losers? We had a 50-50. I could have swore more people won, but it was a 50-50. And let's also remember, out of all of these 10 eliminations, only one of them was physical, and that was KC versus Big T. And was that really even physical? And then Jordan had an interesting one. It wasn't necessarily physical, but you had to have speed and I guess a little bit of strategy running up and down that hill. Like, to me, Jordan had the best elimination. Jordan had the best elimination to me. Like, his was the most exciting. It was the most back and forth. It was the most intense. It wasn't a puzzle. I don't know. I guess I forgot about Brad. But Brad was so weak at his elimination. Like, Colin was so far ahead of Brad. I had, like, until you put Brad's name in the comments in his picture right here, I had forgot all about Brad. I really forgot all about Cass spinning around in barrels too. Like, to me, this was a waste of mercenaries. This was a waste of television. That Cara wasn't digging in the sand. That Laurel didn't do balls in, or at least something with climbing, or at least Laurel could have did something like what Jordan did, like something athletic, not necessarily physical, but athletic. I expected Devin to have a puzzle, but Devin just had a counting challenge. Can I just count nails? Can I count pieces? Like, everybody knows how to count. Even if you don't know how to count, you go 1 to 10. You should know 11 to 20. And if you can't go no higher than that, you just count to 10 again and be like 30. Count to 10, 40. Count to 10 again, 50. Like, everybody knows how to count. I'm just really disappointed in this. I expected 70 to 80% of the mercenaries to win. They did the mercenaries wrong with their eliminations. They sure did. Darrell should have been doing what Jordan was doing. He's known for running and stuff like that. Now, Kaz could have spent around in that barrel for all I care, because I don't know what Kaz is known for. Kaz really shouldn't even been there, if you ask me, because we don't know you, girl. Tori should have had something athletic, if not necessarily physical, but athletic. Like, Tori doesn't even like the water, and then she damn sure, I mean, she really had a puzzle. She had a memory wall in the water. Let's see what y'all saying. You really thought Brad and Cass were going to win theirs? No, I expect Brad. I didn't know, but I expected Cass to be somebody to lose, and I said Devin would lose. But I expected everybody else to win. I expected Cara and Laurel to win. Period. But hey, it is what it is. I damn sure didn't expect them to lose. Wait, Laurel didn't lose to Michelle. She lost to Raven. I didn't expect Cara to lose to Michelle, of all people, but I'm not about to drag Michelle. This is about social media. Did you know that Brad's Brad's episode was the highest ratings. Really? I thought it would have been Kara or CT. Maybe everybody tuned in for Brad because they thought CT was coming in. And they said, oh shit, that's next week. I'm cursing, y'all. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop. I need to make myself put $5 in the jar every time I curse. But then that wouldn't count because then I would just go shopping. I need to give $5 to somebody. Like I need to lose $5 in some kind of manner. And that'll help me stop because I'm really trying to stop. But I can't believe Brad had the highest, I guess. Devin, the only winner I'm surprised by. I'm not really surprised by Devin because all he had to do was count to 10 over and over again till somebody got the number right. I don't even understand how these people counted wrong so many times in a row. This is literally stuff we do in preschool is we count. How many markers are on the table? It's 15 markers, Mrs. Reed. I don't understand how that elimination lasted so long. I thought Cara would win 2 Yeah, I agree. But Cara had such a head start. And then, I mean, Cara, I'm going to give you a little bit talking about, oh, I couldn't see over the blocks. I'm so short, girl. That puzzle was 8 pieces. 8 pieces you couldn't configure. Now, Cara, if you can't do no 8-piece puzzle, I don't know what you're going to do for the rest of the challenge because the challenge ain't physical no more. It's all about puzzles. You need to get you a little bit of puzzle on your cell phone. Instead of training 5 hours a day, train 4 hours a day and do puzzles for that extra hour, Cara, because you can't come back to the challenge and go home because you're not good at no 8-piece puzzle. Because that just seems like where we're heading. Yeah, Michelle got help, but I mean, it was an 8-piece puzzle. It was 8 blocks. 4 of them are corners. Maybe it was 10 blocks, but 4 of them were corners. You couldn't piece out the rest. I was trying to say the same thing, Dejan. I mean, if you that bad at puzzles, the challenge is not your future. You might not want to come back because that's all they do. All they do is puzzles, Sudokus, math equations. I hope you got your algebra skills up, Cara, because that's all they do right now. Somebody is downstairs banging around all the pots and pans. I hope y'all can't hear that because my dog ran out the office, which left the door open, and somebody is downstairs banging around all the pots and pans. Have mercy. Callum doesn't know how to count. I agree. Both of them should be shamed for not knowing how to count. They both had to count it, what, about 5, 6 times each? It wasn't even like they miscounted. But I guess in that kind of scenario, I ain't going to read everybody tonight. In that kind of scenario, when you don't know which one is wrong, you start to second guess all of them. And you can mess up by not knowing which one is wrong. So, but still, I just feel like I could have went out there and counted them on the first time, but I can make a mistake. Give $5 to Jay. I'm telling y'all, Jay is winning. I just have a feeling this is Jay's season to win. And then he's not coming back ever again because I don't think anybody likes him. But he has to win. If he doesn't win, all of this was for nothing. All of this mistreatment, all of this cussing people out, all of this talking about, oh, we can get physical if you want to get physical. All of this Jay is doing is for what? Because when the real vets come back, they want to get physical. Hey, challenge fan, thank you. Let's see what's next up in my social media. I might click back and forth because some of them are out of order. I'm telling you, Dr. Ivy Girl, if Jay can get out Kylan and Horacio like he wants to, He's only left with Ed, who, I think Ed is the winner if he's there. But if he can get out Kylan, Horacio, and Ed, it's Jay's to lose. Now that is 3 people, and it's only about a purge and 2 episodes left. Hell, Jay might get his ass purged. Now, wouldn't that be amazing? Like, that would be some karma for your ass. You did all of this and then you get purged. I wouldn't mind seeing it. At this point, they may as well bring regular people out there for the challenge. If it's that, I'm telling you, I could do the challenge. I feel like I can do the challenge. Now, I can't run, but they not doing too much running. Like, yeah, I'm going to lose the mini final, but I could swim. I could do puzzles. I'm really good at Sudokus. I'm really good at math. I can't count them triangles inside of a triangle. Like, that right there gonna throw me. I can't do that either. I could hold my head underwater and do a memory wall. Like what they sitting up here doing, I can do that. I can do it. I'm kind of with you, Miguel. I think it might be more interesting to get like a fresh meat, but all fresh meat, no returning players, like just all random people. Because the culture of today, I'm about to take this down because I'm not talking about the mercenaries right now. The culture of today is people want to be famous for any reason. So if you get especially some young 20-year-olds, maybe some early 30-year-olds that want to be on reality TV, they going to give you a show. They going to hook up, fight, argue, be on the challenge, do the challenges. I would like to see that. Because what they put over here on the 39 wasn't it. The 3-way elimination. I don't mind the 3-way elimination, but I do feel like it should have been all the same gender. Because even though it was pretty much puzzles, Kaz did go through the mud before she went over that wall. But you can't tell me, even if Kaz was dry, mud free, that she can get over that wall equally as fast as Kylan and Horacio. So I feel like if we're going to do y'all told me yesterday, it was the duel 2 or the duel 1, whichever season, y'all know I don't remember. If we're going to do that dual format of saying a name, it needs to be all the girls say a name. Like if Ed won, all the boys say a name till we get to the end, because then it could be 3 boys running and it would be more fair. Because I just feel like if Horacio and Kylan don't win the next 2 episodes, because I think we counted that it's 2 episodes before the final. If they don't win, they're going to count down every week until it's Kylan, Horacio, and probably Olivia. Kylan, Horacio, Norris. Kylan, Horacio, Colleen, your dumbass. And the girl is going to go home because Kylan, Horacio is going to beat them. The only girl that probably had the best chance of beating Kylan and Horacio was Zara, and she went home. So I don't like the 3-way elimination the way it is now, but let's just get on to the end of this. I'm telling you, the only reason I'm sticking with this show is because I want to see this reunion, because I think the reunion is going to be spicy. That's Zara, not Kaz. Y'all know I'm bad with names. We was just talking about Kaz on the last slide. That's why. But I do like Zara better than Kaz, because Kaz was kind of boring over there on the global. I like Zara. Dejan, you've been telling me about this caucus challenge, and I ain't had the time to watch it not now one time. I'm going to watch it because you said it's on YouTube. I'm going to watch it at work because that's when I usually am into YouTube, while I'm working. Yeah, it was unfair that Zara was going up between the two strongest men in the house. And I could see if Zara was going up against like Corey, like she probably could have beat Corey. She definitely would have beat Corey. Horacio probably would have lost without Kylan's help. Really? I mean, they're three-letter words that are body parts. I don't even need a spin dial to figure out what body parts have three letters. Lip, eyeball, or eye. Leg, arm. Like, you don't even need that wheel to figure that out. Like, that was so easy. I didn't believe her at all. The entire cast is fake as hell. They'll yell at each other, saying, you screwed me over. But after the season, I don't know. I feel like the beef people have with Jay is for real. I feel like Norris ain't about to be Jay's friend. I agree. She did not give up. They should have kept the call out format like they did with the duel. And if they want the chain, because in the duel, didn't it go down to the last two? It didn't go down to the last three. It went down to the last two. I forgot how it went. Y'all know I remember. I don't remember. But what's the next slide I want to talk about? This is an interesting. Y'all know I'm gonna come back to all the. I'm gonna put a star by it so I remember which one I left off on. But this is interesting. You see, Miss Kayla, I didn't want to take credit for nobody's tweets or posts. How can I hide the comment? Okay. Kayla said the problem isn't Jay or Michelle. It's really the IQ of the idiots in their tribe. Now, I'm not calling nobody an idiot. I probably have in the past, but I try not to call people. I'm lying. Y'all know I be calling people names. I don't even know why I'm trying to be politically correct. But I ain't say it this time. Kayla said it. I feel like this is a really good point. At some point, we have to stop blaming Jay and Michelle for having a 20-person alliance that's doing everything for them. Like, you can even vote. They voted your ass into the arena and you still on their side. At some point, you have to start taking accountability for your actions. And it's something I want to get to. I believe it's the next slide. Because it's a lot of people on Twitter complaining, crying. That's what I'm telling you. I feel like Jay won. Because if Jay didn't win, they wouldn't be trying to explain themselves in their actions so much all up and down the social media. But I do feel like Jay does not know how to talk to people. Now, that's just period. Jay doesn't know how to talk to people. But at some point, if you're in a 20-person alliance and you see that you at least the bottom 8, y'all should be trying to flip to the other side of the house and make a move. Like, who looks at the 20-person alliance and say, well, yeah, I'm 15, but I'm still going to rock with number 1 and 2 because, I'm fit. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be number 15. Now, yeah, you can switch sides, but you might could switch sides and be number 10. And 10 sound a whole lot better than 15. And then you might switch sides and feel like, oh, but I could beat everybody on the other side. Or you could switch sides, get rid of Jay and Michelle, who are the leaders, and now the whole house crumbles, and now it's a free-for-all, and the game is wide open. Like, really, if you get rid of Jay and Michelle, imagine if Carr would have beat Michelle. Imagine if CT would have called out Jay and Michelle are at home. The game is wide open. Anybody could now be the leaders. Does Norris now take over the game? Asaf would still be in the game. Would Asaf now be the leader? Maybe Kylan and Horacio could swing people. The game is wide open now. But nobody wants to take that shot. And everybody's like, well, I don't want Jay and Michelle coming after me. But if 10 of y'all flip on a 20-person alliance, Jay and Michelle can only go after one person at a time. They can't put all 10 of y'all in elimination. And that's a question. I want y'all to put it in the chat real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the next point. If Jay and Michelle went home, who do you think is going to run the game with Jay and Michelle gone? Who's next up? Maybe it's Olivia. I don't think it would be Mariah. I'm going to say Norris. I feel like Norris is the next person that's connected to the most people. Maybe Ed. I feel like if Jay and Michelle left, the game would be wide open. It would be so many different sub alliances. In the game, I feel like the game would be so much better. Dabu, you did not say Corey would be in charge. Now, see, I'm about to move on to the next slide because now you trolling me. Now you're trolling me. I would have loved to see what Big T and Melissa would have done if, they really could have had a solid UK alliance. But what messed up Big T and Melissa is half of the UK people are Jay's best friend. Like, he was cool with Manuel, Asaf. I kind of think so. I think maybe Colin would have been next up. If Michelle wasn't in this season and took a break after USA 2, Jay would have been out since the Brad episode, and Norris and Colin would have been in control. I think so. I think Colin would have stepped up. Colin and Horacio would have stepped up. We'll never know. I don't know why people like Michelle so much. It doesn't translate on television. Like, maybe she's a beautiful person in person. She might have the most beautiful spirit, the most fun person. She might have the best turn up, but it doesn't translate on television because I just don't like her. Now, this right here, you see, I left the names up there. I did not come up with this. Sarah said Ed is the definition of the cat and the chicken. You know that's Turbo's favorite saying. I ain't gonna say it because I don't know if you can say it on YouTube. But you see the emojis. I was like, Sarah, you are right. And then I told y'all yesterday about this duck that people say Corey L looks like. And somebody posted the side to side. And I said, I have to upload this and show y'all. I can't unsee it after I saw this on, I think I saw it on Facebook. I can't unsee it. He looks just like that duck. This hairstyle is atrocious, Corey. Like, I just want to make fun of you for the hair alone. The gameplay is whack, but the hair, sir, have you seen a mirror? Have you seen this duck? I hope this duck was not your inspiration, sir. It's not the look. Give this up, put them braids back in, fade it back down. What they call it, hot top it around, taper it. I don't even know. But let that duck keep that style for himself. But anyway, as you can see, people on social media have been making fun of Ed and Coriel. They've been making fun of Colleen too, but I ain't seen nobody really. I think they just kind of write Colleen off. But what's the next one? So this is something Norris said, but I want to read the bottom. Wait, this ain't even a tweet I meant to say. Put up here, but let's read it. It says, because Ed tweeted at the bottom. Ed here laying out some cold hard facts. I'm going to be 100% honest. In this house, I am the best. Then Emmanuel is the next best. Then Horacio and Colin. So I actually did not pick the next strongest guy to take me moving forward. The viewers don't see it all, but I know how good everyone actually is. So Ed is explaining that he's going with Jay and Corey because him and Emmanuel are stronger than Jay and Corey. And if they were to go over to Colin and Horacio, they can't beat them. Now, I agree 100% with that logic, but that's not what you said, Ed. Don't get at home and have revisionist history. Because when you were in the confessionals, you could have easily said, I can beat Jay. So I'm going to work with Jay. I don't care if he did vote for me. I could beat him. Talk your shit in the confessional when the producers asked you. But on the show, you said Norris and Olivia really weren't trying to save me. So I'm not rocking with them, which makes you look like what Turbo's favorite word. Now let's see what Norris said, because I think Dejan or M, I apologize, you know my memory bad. Somebody sent this to me and I thought this was another tweet. I'm gonna get to that one after this. Y'all, Ed had the audacity to say this, and I just want to know y'all thoughts. My opinion. Oh, she said Emmanuel is not top 3. I told y'all. Norris be tweeting. That's why I know this reunion is gonna be fire. And if they cut out anything on reunion nights, follow Norris on Twitter. She gonna plug in everything that the editors cut out. She said, in my opinion, Emmanuel is not top 3. Talk your shit, Norris. And to say Ed is number 1 over Kylan and Horacio is comical. I don't know. He's still my winner pick, girl. Ed is definitely an amazing competitor, but he's not better than Horacio and Kylan. Look, Norris, speak up for your man. Because ain't nobody better than my man either. But you know, that's just what I'm gonna say. I don't know. Ed is still my winner pick. But let's get to this, because I thought this was another tweet. The tweet I wanted to talk about was Ed was tweeting and Corey L were tweeting, pretty much asking people not to bully them. Now look, I agree. Don't bully people on social media. You know, I'm not down with the cyberbullying, but they was like, people been talking shit about me, and I don't think it's fair that they're talking about me for a game move. Hey, Glenda girl. For a game move. It's just a game. Y'all shouldn't be saying nasty stuff about me. You shouldn't be making fun of me. I'm telling y'all, Corey saw that picture with that duck. Don't come over here if you sensitive, because I'm gonna say it how I feel it. And it ain't no hard feelings. I just 99.9% of the time I'm just talking shit. So, but don't come over here if you sensitive. So that's what I want to talk about, because I feel like this is a competition game show based on strategy. Most people at home like to have the conversation like we do on YouTube about the strategy, what we would do, what we wouldn't do, how we feel. If you would have did this, maybe it would have been that. That's a part of the nature of being on these shows. Y'all expect us just to sit at home and watch it and be like, okay, I'm on to next week. Like, no, we want to talk about it. And I feel like, Ed, you too sensitive. Like, Ed, that's why I say revisionist history. Now that everybody has dragged you for what you said on television, now it's, oh, don't make fun of me. I was just making the move because I can beat Jay. And Coriel was the same way. Me and Colleen aren't dumb, because this is what Coriel was saying on Twitter. Me and Colleen aren't dumb. Me and Colleen just know we would have a better chance of making it to the final if we stick with Jay and Michelle. And then Corey was tweeting, you all don't know my relationship with Michelle. I am her number 1. You don't know who Michelle likes and who. I'm like, Corey, I can tell you from what I've seen of Michelle in the past few seasons that she's done this game show. You don't have the hue to be her number 1. And I'm just going to put it like that. Now, you have the hue to be used by Michelle, but you don't have the hue to be her number 1. And I'm just going to leave that there. Corey, you sound like an idiot. You ain't had nothing but time and space and opportunity to watch Michelle on these shows, because you wasn't on them. You were sitting at home watching them just like us. So you know how Michelle plays. And for you to get up here and be like, oh, she's my number one. She has my back and I have her back. I ain't see you in no room pointing your fingers in a circle. Corey is not her number two. Number one, in order for Corey to be valuable to Michelle, he has to win something. What has Corey even done? What has Corey even done in this game to help out Michelle? I told y'all yesterday, the only thing that Corey did, number one, number two, I'm telling you, Corey ain't even on Michelle's list. All Corey is at the bottom at that totem pole, and the only reason that Corey's name is not up for elimination is because they want his slow ass in the final. He is not Michelle's number one, number two, three, four, five. The only reason they are using you, Corey, is because you took your community sister, your Black sister, your LGBTQ sister, and put her under the bus so Michelle and Jay could steamroll the game. You were scared. You are also a cat chicken, like Ed, except for you showed yours at the beginning of the game. You ain't had no balls. You said, oh, my sister right there, she could go. Because see, him and Big T were supposed to be like this as well. So go ahead and continue to be used, Corey. Tell your lies and your fantasies to somebody else. I don't want MTV to ever bring you back so we could test out the theory of you and Michelle's friendship. You can go ahead and stay at home and watch the show with us. I ain't mean to drag Corey like that. I ain't mean to do it. Why y'all ain't stop me? I'm happy you disagree. Let's debate. Now I have to disagree just because Corey has yet to be targeted since the episode he went after Big T because Michelle said so. Mariah J and many others have said so, but who knows? Who knows what? The same reason they let Mariah lay up on James and keep her relationship safe, it ain't because they like Mariah and Mariah can have her man in the game and Norris can't. It's because they seen James at that light bright elimination gas out. And they like, oh, James could stay. He about to win nothing. He about to win the final. He could stay. The same thing with Corey. Even though I think Corey would make it farther in the final than James. Just saying. But they don't see no competition in them. So they letting them live. I guarantee you, if Corey go home, ain't nobody gonna shed none tear. Ain't nobody gonna be standing on business talking about we can get physical if you want to get physical. We need to have a moment of silence. Everybody run into the sand and give him a hug. I guarantee you, because we're gonna see Corey go home next week. I have a feeling he'll be purged. We're not gonna see no grand gestures. Now, if we do, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. But I guarantee you, they're gonna give Corey the deuces and be like, I ain't seen Corey in their social media pic with these people. It was like they didn't save me because they like me. They did it because they're against Jay. Then sided with Jay, who was pissed he stayed. Right. But they didn't say your name. So you telling me it's cool for the person who likes you to say your name? Who cares if they like you or not? They ain't say your name. That's all I would care about. They ain't say my name. I think Miguel is saying that Corey hasn't been targeted since that one time because of Michelle, and the cast members have agreed with that. Whatever fits the narrative. I'm telling you why they didn't target this man. But you know, hey, if it happens to fit the narrative and we gonna let Michelle hasn't been tested. I guarantee you, if Horacio or Kylan would have got beat by one of them mercenaries, oh, Corey's name would have came up. They're gonna barely say bye when Corey leaves, if they say bye. Corey gonna learn the hard way about Michelle, like every other melanated person has had to learn. And I'm gonna leave it alone because I ain't trying to drag Michelle, and I'm really not trying to drag Corey. Right. While we spending this much time, let's move on. Let's get into this statement I seen on social media. Because I kind of wonder. I'm kind of wondering. Carol said, is Jay trying to follow the footsteps of Bananas and be on House of Villains? He's so obnoxious this season. Now that got me to thinking. It got me to thinking that maybe Corey, not Corey. See, y'all, I didn't spend too much time on Corey, Lord Jesus. Let's not say his name no more. I feel like, okay, maybe Jay is playing up this villain role because I've never seen Jay act this way on the challenge before. Like I used to really like Jay. I used to really like Jay, and I used to really want him to have this opportunity to maneuver through the game. And you know, it's kind of like what they say on the lottery show, that money doesn't change you, it just makes you into the person that you already are. It just, like, if you a bitch broke, you just gonna be a bigger bitch when you get money. Like, not saying that Jay got money or anything. I'm just saying now that Jay finally has the power in the game, maybe he really has the opportunity to show his true colors. I don't know. But it does make me feel like Jay might be like, because you know, let me take this down for a second because we don't read it. This is a competition reality show. This is a competition reality show. Is this villain arc that he's trying to portray, is that his true character? Or is it just going to get him a callback because he got beef with everybody? Or, you know, if Bananas is getting ready to retire, maybe, who knows? We need another villain, another ass to be in the house. I don't think it's Jay because you got to be able to back it up. Like Bananas can back his stuff up. I don't think Jay can get away with this when we bring vets back, OGs back, more popular people back. I don't know. What y'all think? What y'all think? You think Jay is playing at being the villain, or is this his true character that's finally being showcased because he's in a power position for a change? I don't think he played up the villain role. This was filmed before House of Villains. I'm not saying anything about he trying to be on House of Villains. I'm just saying villain in general for the challenge. Like, is he playing up the villain role for the callback on the challenge, or is this his true nature when he has power? I posted that up there about because she said House of Villains, but I'm just thinking, is he being a villain? Because you know, sometimes you have to do something to get the people to talking, good or bad. Good or bad. The people have to be talking for you to get these callbacks. Because it's a lot of people that we want to be back and we ain't seen them. Because I said I won't say his name. See, Bananas knows how to play the game and has personality, whether you like him or not. I have that love-hate with Bananas because, see, Bananas will do this crying, tantrum, I'm going to come be big and bad in your face when you don't vote my way. Bananas does the same thing, but I like Bananas. I like Bananas. I like to see him on the show. I like to see who is going to make a move and get Bananas out, or we just going to let him rock to the final. Right now, they just letting him rock to the final, but he be losing in the final, so it is what it is. Jay always acted this way. It's just that he was an underdog. Now he has power in the game with the same personality. A lot of people have said that because people have reminded me of Jay on Survivor. I really don't remember Jay on Survivor. I think I like Jay on Survivor because some you could be an asshole and I could still like you. Sometimes I like a good villain. I don't like Jay this season though. I mean, he doesn't take any power when he wins, and even when he won, it was a group, not really him not winning any solos. Well, this is solo time right now. So they've been having group stuff all season. He doesn't have the charisma or the entertainment to be a villain. Even Bananas corny ass can be entertaining once in a while. I agree. Because to be a good villain, you have to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. Like you can't be villain. You got to be a nice guy sometimes too. I really don't. The way Jay talking to people this season, I don't know why anybody fooling with him. I really don't. Someone says Jay gives Bananas in his early career because Bananas was not an asshole in his early career. Bananas used to go home first, second, and third. I remember I don't know what season I was watching. It must have been Bananas' first season, and he went home first because it's a lot of seasons I missed, and I've been rewatching them. And I was like, "What? Bananas went home first?" I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "How he even get the call back?" There's a pecking order along with a list of people who will get the call. You see, traders wanted Bananas and CT. They didn't ask for Fessy. Look, we already got Sheree over there being a piece of furniture. We don't need KC over there. We don't need two chairs. We don't need two sofas. We got enough furniture over there in the traders right now anyway. Fessy, I don't know how Fessy would do on traders. They picked the right ones. They picked the right ones. Even if Trader season 3 comes along and they want to keep doing this reality celebrity thing, it's still not time to pick Fessy or KC. They need to go ahead and go with maybe Wes, maybe a Devin. Like I would rather see Devin play traders before Fessy and KC. I don't ever want to see KC play traders. If it ain't got nothing to do with knocking heads around, KC, sit your ass down because you're boring. And that's just a fact being a fact. I ain't have to drag KC like that. What am I on tonight? I think I haven't had my sip of Stella Rosa yet. Because I've been in the streets. I got my hair done. I've been looking at furniture. So I ain't had my calm down Stella Rosa. So yeah. I generally think Jay thought he'd be the favorite since he was the underdog. I think so too. I think Jay thought, I'll speak for myself. A lot of people want to see me play this game, have a good footing in this game. And I just feel like you played it all wrong. I ain't even mad at Jay for having a 20-person alliance. It's just the way he talks to people, the entitlement. Like, sir, you've been first, second boot for a couple of seasons. You calm down. He doesn't even want to be the villain. I bet you he's going to complain that not the edit. If Jay, you get on this reunion talking about the edit, I'm fast forwarding. And I'm reading you when I do my review. Y'all is really coming. Oh, they wanted Bananas on season 1 too. He probably was busy. Traders wanted Corey W. Corey. Now I like Corey. I really do. And I want him to have all the opportunities that can come his way. But I'm happy he didn't do season 1. Corey, you probably needed to watch this a little bit. Maybe season 4. I don't even need Corey to be on season 3. Maybe season 4. I don't think Corey would be a good trader. I don't see it, but give him a chance. But I'm happy he didn't do season 1 or season 2 because season 2 cast is perfect. Right. Him and Bergie got that same agent. Him, Bergie, and Michelle got the same agent. Cause ooh, Jesus. Now don't bring Michelle's ass over there to the Traders neither. Cause look, Traders is my show. Traders is my show, and I don't want Michelle's ass over there. Casey is the sole reason why we have boards on the and we damn sure don't need her over there messing up our traders. We damn sure don't. I kind of agree with you, Miguel. They're looking at these people. Hold up. Let me check MTV real quick. Y'all looking at these people as athletes. Like Casey is an athlete, but y'all not even making them do athletic things. Y'all got them over there doing the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. Let me get off of it. Y'all reading Corey. Deshaun, don't do it. Don't do it. Michelle is signed to Alyssa from Big Brother's talent agency. Who the hell is Alyssa? The one from the cookout. It wasn't no Alyssa in the cookout. You talking about the Alyssa who needed the revenge? How she got a talent agency, but she ain't booked herself? No. Let it go. What's the next slide? What is my next slide? I ain't about to read Alyssa. Okay, this one is fun. This one is fun. Okay. Y'all got me cracking up. Alyssa, I thought she had a swimsuit company. She's a talent agent. I know y'all lied. Yeah, she was booked over there on the USA 1 and 2, but what else? Bergie is over here on the #1 reality show ever. And Alyssa is over there on the USA 1 and 2. Y'all wasn't even hardly watching the USA 1 and 2. And the best she could come up with is revenge. And if it wasn't for Angela, her ass wouldn't have been lasting that long over there. But let's move on. We not talk. Let's look at these handsome black gentlemen on the screen. Now, this is a little bit shady, but let's get into it. If these 6 guys, oh Jesus, it's a huge ass spider. I gotta kill it. It was climbing on my vision board. Oh. Okay, I killed it, y'all. I'm sorry. Woo! Big ass spider. Okay, because if that would have crawled over here across the computer screen, I would have lost it. Okay. If these 6 guys compete against each other in an individual final that has puzzles, math, swimming, endurance, and eating, who do you think will win? Now, off of GP, I'm going to say Danny. Danny was the only one that could solve that Sudoku puzzle. I don't think they did any eating on the USA or the Global, did they? I don't think they did eating on USA or the Global. I don't remember. But to me, can Danny swim? Corey is a no. Because once you say puzzles, Corey and Nelson are automatically off the list. You put math up there, Corey and Nelson are still gone. Leroy can't swim. So Leroy, I love you, but you off the list. So now we're left with Theo, Danny, and Nehemiah. Nehemiah is only off the list because he doesn't eat meat, and they usually make them eat gross stuff. I'm still gonna rock with Danny, though. I can't remember if Theo know how to do math. I know he's pretty good at puzzles. We know he got the endurance. I think Theo beat Danny in the running. And I think we seen Theo do the eating. It might be Theo because I don't know if Danny ever had to do the eating challenges. I just can't remember. But what y'all say? Miguel, you said, damn, this is shady because Danny already won. I ain't think about that. Danny is the only winner up there. I guess Nehemiah is technically a winner. Nehemiah has won too. But that was one of them group wins. And really, Nehemiah and them really ain't win. He got one of them technicality wins. But I'm going to let that go. We ain't about to roast Nehemiah. And with Leroy Nelson and Theo being Miguel, you are the one being shady. You call them eternal flops. I don't think Theo is a flop. Theo didn't give me what I needed him to give over there on the Global. Was he on Global or was he on USA 2? I didn't already forgot. But oh well. You saying they did okay? Danny has ate the nasty food before. Well, Danny winning. Danny, and he could swim. Yep. They had to eat an onion, garlic, and orange juice. That ain't really nasty. Now, I ain't personally want to go in my kitchen and eat some onion and garlic and wash it down with orange juice. But I mean, we act like we don't cook with onion and garlic every day. That to me don't count. USA had an onion, garlic, and then Global had the gross smoothies. They did because them the ones West got eliminated on. Okay, yeah. Well, Danny wins. Danny wins. Thank y'all for helping me with my memory. Theo came in second. Theo did come in second after doing the hardest final ever that Turbo won. But then they said Danny's final was kind of hard too because he was the only one to finish it. Because I don't care what they said. I don't think Sarah finished. I think they just said, girl, bring your ass and get this check. Danny's endurance is worse than half of the others. Theo, I do agree that Theo has the best endurance. Corey has good endurance too, but that math and them puzzles gonna mess Corey all the way up. So we ain't worried about y'all seen what Corey got over there and did. Didn't he lose every checkpoint? Every checkpoint Corey lost, but he did come back and get second. But he ain't gonna win because he gonna lose all the checkpoints. Nelson couldn't even figure out how to swings. I feel so bad for Nelson because I think his challenge career is over because I don't know what he's gonna do with his ankle. I pray for him. The more because I watch Nelson's lives and stuff, it looks like he's leaning towards having to amputate it. I pray they can fix it, whatever. I pray for his healing, but I don't know if he'll be back on the show. I agree. War of the Worlds was the hardest final. Danny couldn't keep up with Tori. He not outrunning Theo. That's the fact. That's a fact. Man, y'all made me say something nice about Tori. There was no math in Theo's final that he came in second and beat Kara at the math. I'm confused because you said there was math. So we switching it. We giving it to Theo because we think Theo can outrun Danny. I would like this. What Theo should have been on the 39. Theo should have been on 39. This was a perfect season for him to come back and compete. I ain't try to. I didn't try to. That one kind of just slid out. I ain't mean to. Big Easy. Right. If it was, let it go, Edgy. Let it go. Onions would have been too easy. Raw. I don't like raw onions, but I feel like if somebody said eat this raw onion for $100,000, I would eat it. Like I would say no to eating roaches and worms and pig guts and eyeballs. Like I don't need $100,000 that bad. But if you put an onion in front of me, it's on. Okay, everyone is saying Danny and Theo. They made them bike, walk, and run 6.8. Look, I'm telling you, I will hands down say that final was that World of Worlds one. That was one. Was the hardest final I ever seen on the challenge. People were dropping like fives. It was hot out there. They were in the middle of a desert. He was injured, but Anissa be twisting her ankle all the time too. Anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with see how damn it, it just be sliding out. It just slides out, and I don't even mean to do it. I wasn't even trying. Where we at? Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Why I keep taking the slides down? Jesus help me. Let's get into this question. Yes or no? Does Fessy and KC win double agents if KC never twisted her ankle? I know M. That's why I said it just slid out and I let it go. Because I didn't want to go in too far. She ain't did nothing. But what y'all think? Lord. Now remind me, who even won double agents? Y'all know my memory is bad. I kind of feel no as well, because even though Fessy wasn't doing good on the eating portion, because he was like, KC done twisted her ankle, we ain't gonna win anyway. I still feel like even if they were in it for the win, Fessy would have struggled at that eating portion, and whoever was in first place was gonna take it. Is this the one CT and Amber B won? Double. Okay, CT and Amber B. Yeah, CT and Amber B was winning that period. So yeah, Amber B was a better runner than all of them, because everyone has already said, Amber B is a really good runner, and CT had to keep up with her. Yeah, I think that eating portion would have stumped Fessy, and they still would have lost. So I agree with you all in the comments. I agree with you all. Y'all said third. Well, who the hell got second? I really don't remember. I'm telling y'all, take advantage of y'all young people brains. Take advantage, because once you get that 40-year-old brain, I don't remember nothing. Who was even in the double agents? I remember CT and it was Corey and Cam. Could they have beat Corey and Cam? Damn, how many people was in the double agents? That's a lot. I don't know. I want to say Fessy and KC probably could have beat Corey and Cam and Leroy and Nani. They probably could have got a cute second place. I need to go back and watch the double agents, because that was Leroy's last season. And I think I liked that season, but I can't remember why. Maybe just because it was Leroy's last season. People are texting me. Y'all see, it's Friday, so I don't mind going a little bit over. What's next? I'm going to come back to the traders. I feel like this one is easy. Pick your poison. Who is your least favorite out of all of these gyms? As of right now, if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said Josh. I would have said Josh if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago. But these past 2 weeks of the challenge, I'm now going to say Jay. Jay is now my least favorite person amongst these 6. It's a few other people. You could have added a couple of females and it would have been a different result. But right now it's Jay. Jay needs to fix how he talks to people. Some of y'all still voting for Josh. I don't mind Josh. I think I need to go back and watch that Big Brother holiday to see if Josh gets on my nerves over there on the reindeer games. But y'all know I couldn't get past that Franzel. Mm-mm. Every week, every week I'd be asking people on Twitter, is Franzel still on the show? Oh, I ain't gonna tune in yet. Tell me when Franzel is off. And then when I found out Franzel won, I deleted the whole thing off my DVR. I said, I ain't watching this. Tell me, is Josh less irritating over there on the reindeer games? Asaf really didn't bother me. I don't mind Asaf. It's Asaf, and there's no other debate. Jay and Josh, I just ignore them because they'll easily go home. I ignore Asaf too. I like Fessy and I love Polly. You know, y'all know I love Polly. I hope he gets a call back for 40. Maybe USA 3, whichever. I like Polly. I will say Josh over Jay because Jay can back it up. I'm in the challenges. It seemed like Josh does all the working out. It ain't Rachel Riley. Is it Rachel Robinson? Big Brother, Challenge Rachel. He does all this working out, and you can tell, you can see the cuts and the changes in his body where you know he's more fit, but he's just so clumsy and goofy. He can't get himself together on these challenges. He just can't. Don't be a prisoner of the moment. Jay only been annoying this season. I said 2 weeks ago. We've had 3 years of Josh. You right. You right. Josh is less tolerable, less intolerable. Okay. But I can't get over Franzel, so I lie. I ain't about to go watch them reindeer games. What's next? I just want to show this picture of Olivia because I think she's beautiful no matter how you feel about Olivia. I like the short haircut, Olivia, and I like the brunette. I think brown is your color. We've seen you do every color in the rainbow. We've seen blonde, we've seen red. I think brown is it. I think brown brings out your features. And I just thought Olivia looked beautiful. And I think I got one more picture. This picture, I forgot to get the caption. Look how big Kyle is getting. And not fat, but like, look at his arms. Kyle was not this muscular. He is getting a little bit of a dad bod. Just a little bit. But them arms are thick. And he's training Big T. They said they ready to come back. Look. Big T. Big T. I really didn't want you to come back for the 39 girl, but I like this wig too. Big T be wearing them wigs. I wouldn't mind Big T and Kyle being on 40. I wouldn't mind. I really want to see Kyle come back. I would love. You like the blonde better? I think she looks better as a brunette. I would love to see Kyle come back with Cara, with Polly, not for them to fight, but for them to show that they've grown and that they can move on. Polly and Cara have been together, 6-7 years now? Kyle has a whole baby and fiance across the ocean. It's no more beef. So I would love to see them just come back and play as more mature adults, squash everything, have that conversation, squash it. Even if, say, you don't work together, but it's just no beef. I would love to see it. I would love to see them come back. I saw that. They said Olivia is wearing the bananas tee that he copied from Mariah. Look, it's some beef going on. I'm telling you, we got to get to this reunion. We got to wait till Norris can really, really tweet about it because I don't know what Olivia did to fall out with everybody. Because on the show, Norris isn't. Y'all know what? I'm starting to kind of believe what y'all saying. Let me take this picture down for a second. I do kind of feel like Norris is going to end back up if she plays another season with them on the Michelle Mariah train because she mad at Olivia. and they doing lives together. You know, I ain't watching because Michelle was on the live, and so I said I ain't watching this. But I'm starting to believe y'all. I think Nurys will come back, and because she cool with Michelle, she gonna have to take on being cool with Jay. I ain't gonna want to see. I hope Jay don't come back. We already heard Michelle is on the floor. I'm gonna watch it. I agree. Big T needs. Well, let's give Big T a YouTube channel so she could post some recipes and give her. You know, I'm sure a lot of people love Big T. They will follow her. And your girl, I love a good TikTok 60-second cooking recipe where I could just bam, bam, bam. That's what you put in the pot, stir it here, mix it there. Big T, get on TikTok. Does Big T do this on TikTok? I don't follow her. But if she does the cooking on TikTok, I'll follow. Now, you done said Gordy Shore. You'll never watch Gordy Shore because he was a meathead back then. Cut weight when he came to the channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't never watched no Gordy Shore. You know I ain't watched that. Kyle definitely doing the same thing Tori does. What does Tori do? I don't know because I like Kyle, so I can't say he do the same thing. Because what does Tori do? Angie, don't do it. Y'all setting me up. Challenge, you setting me up for the reads. I ain't about to do it. I ain't about to do it. I'm not even posting the next comment because I don't know what Tori does. I'm not about to read Tori. I'm not about to do it. Yes, Nurys was in a live with Michelle and Mariah, I believe. Or no, it was Michelle and Raven. Michelle and Raven and Nurys were in a live. And I clicked on it for like 5 seconds. And Michelle was the one doing all the talking. I said, I'm turning this off. Give me the cliff notes. If y'all watched it, tell me what happened. Because I ain't listening to all that. I think what happened between Olivia and Nurys happens next episode. I think so too. My theory is that they're gonna put Olivia in the position that Nurys was in, but Nurys is gonna be in the bottom with somebody else. I don't know who. And Olivia is gonna pick. Maybe they put Mariah down there, and Olivia picks Mariah, and Nurys goes like. That's my theory because I can't imagine what she do. Kiss Horacio? Like I can't. What else could happen for them to fall out? And Olivia, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to read you next week because that was a snake move. This lady could have saved her man last week. Cause I'm telling you, I'm saving my man. I'm saving my man. And you but I hope you could be Zara girl, but I'm saving my man. And then you turn around the next week and you don't save her. You gonna get red next week, Olivia. Get prepared. Get your little apology. Don't talk about me. You know, call Corey and get the don't talk about me. You know, speech ready because we're gonna talk about your ass next week. I would be shocked if I want Ashley to come back. Maybe one of our challenge chats will be a fantasy season 40 cast, the people we want to see on season 40. Mind you, we don't know the theme. I can't imagine that they've already done the vendettas, you know, with the Dirty 30, vendettas, and Final Reckoning. So they already did that with the like rivals. They've already done all the spy themes. I would love for it to be season 40 of your favorite past challengers, since they ain't gonna do Winners at War, because it should have been Winners at War, but you know, MTV ain't learned them from CBS. And it just be a straight up game. A straight up game. No twist, no turns, no teams, no partners. It's a straight up individual game. Now, I do think it should be boys, you know, boy eliminations, girl eliminations. But for the most part, straight up old fashioned challenge game. I like it how they have it now. If you lose, take your ass home. Because, with 40 people, we got to get them up out the house. If you lose, take your ass home. And then we still have elimination. We could lose 2 people an episode because we starting with 40. I wouldn't mind that. But I think it should be a straight up game. And I'd be happy with that. I would really be happy with that. I'm really shocked that Olivia is being treated as a bad guy more than Jay. Look, let me say this. Jay came in the house with a 20-person alliance. Jay is not doing anything but what you're supposed to do when you have a 20-person alliance, and that's keep your alliance in check. Where Jay finds fault with me is that he don't know how to talk to people. Because really, if you got a 20-person alliance, you really ain't got to do no talking. If you should just be sitting back, coming up with strategy, keeping your people safe, and most importantly, insulating yourself to where you're not unsafe. But Jay is messing up because he don't know how to talk to people. Olivia, if she does what I think she's going to do, she deserves to be dragged. And she will get the same dragation that I've been giving Jay. And it's probably going to hit her worse because I think that's a really snake move. Like, that's just as bad. The only thing to me worse than what I think Olivia is getting ready to do is when people steal $1 million from their partner. It really is, because she has, number one, Olivia, you could probably beat Norris. So I don't understand why you would want Norris kicked out the game. She's not the next strongest, is she? I mean, because who left? Colleen, Berna. Who left? Colleen, Berna, and Michelle. I mean, I guess Norris might be the next strongest. I don't know. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to watch the episode and see what happens. But let's not forget that Olivia's family, Norris' family already told, Norris, Olivia been talking shit about her, and Norris giving her the benefit of the doubt. It's not Mariah's shirt, it's some brand. Who cares? Mariah don't own no shirts. I don't care. I don't care if Bananas stole a saying from Mariah. I don't care. Why you hate on your... Everybody here knows why I hate Michelle. I'm not going to bring it back up. I don't even hate Michelle. Hate is a really strong word. It's a really strong word. I dislike Michelle. She's not my cup of tea. She's not my vibe. I don't like the way she moves across some of these social media streets. I kind of peeped her game a couple of spaces ago, and I just don't rock with Michelle. She's not my favorite person, but I don't hate her. Like, really, Michelle is playing the game, and y'all know I hate to say nice stuff about Michelle. Michelle is playing the game that Jay should be playing. Like, Michelle isn't cussing people out. She's not having tantrums. Michelle is making friendships, protecting her friends, making her friends feel really, really important, so where Michelle is insulated. Like, if it wasn't for Laurel or Cara calling her purple shirt and red jacket, whatever color she had on, nobody is thinking about Michelle. Michelle would have never got voted in by this house. She had to have chaos pulled for her to get into danger. So Jay should be playing like Michelle. But, if Ashley Mitchell is back, I will personally write production and thank them. I would too. But see, you got to bring Ashley back with some good people that's going to give us a good show. But I would love to see Ashley back. Ashley can take her ass over there to Traders. Ashley, where your agent? Where is your agent, girl? Go ahead and call up Alyssa if she really doing the talent thing. Go ahead and call her ass up and have her get you over there on the Traders. I think Ashley would be great over there. Norris never had beef with Michelle. She has beef with Jay and Olivia. Look, I guess it was Norris, Michelle. Oh, Melissa was on the live. Oh, I do like Melissa. I'm telling you, I can't wait for this reunion, y'all. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be juicy. Let's get to this last little bit of Traders Talk. I could not get to everyone's comments because it's a lot. It's a lot. Ashley lives in Panama. Now I know that $1 million ain't stretched that long. Angie, you ain't have to say all that. But she could have invested very well. She could have invested very well. I don't think any of the I don't think any of the women beat any of the men in this final. Especially if there's no equalizer, like there was no equalizer in that three-way puzzle elimination. I don't see any of these women beating. Somebody might could be Corey, but that means all the men got to give hers. All the men would have to be purged, and then some of them probably could beat Coriel. Y'all got me cutting up. I'm about to get off of here. She lives in Costa Rica. Look, live it up, Ashley. Live it up. If you don't need this little bit of MTV money, go ahead to the islands and live it up. If I could afford to live full time in Panama, Costa Rica, whichever one, and live me a fabulous tropical life, I do it too. I ain't got to come on this show and watch my words and worry about who feelings I'm getting ready to hurt. I do the same thing. Now, y'all see how I pushed this little piece behind my ear and it changed the whole style? I don't like that. Mm-mm. Oh, the cost of living is so low. She probably making it stretch. I ain't mean to read Ashley, but y'all know sometimes I can't help it. I can't help it. Let's go back to this trader slide because it was really shady. It's really shady. And I just want to talk about the slide. I'm not going to dig too deep into the episode because I want to save that for the live. Hopefully, we could come together and get the live together tomorrow. If the panel can't get together tomorrow, I'll do my own live. But this is the last little thing I want to talk about. I might do another since I'm back in my house and I'm not in the hotels anymore. I could do more lives. I might do another challenge live because I've seen Drew. Shout out to Drew over there on Angel Cake Entertainment. I need to get with Drew. I need to reach out to him because I want to know if he is watching Traders. Because if so, I want to talk to Drew about Traders. But anyway, shout out to Drew. He does videos where he comes back the next day and highlights some of the questions and comments from the previous live, just because it's so much. And if I was sit here to read all the comments, I'll be here all night. But anyway, let's get into the traders. Now, they put the traders in these different sections. I've seen people do this all the time. Now, mind you, Paw Patrol is hilarious. And they have Kevin at the bottom in Paw Patrol. Oh, but wait, Dabu, that was the joke. I forgot to screenshot the caption. The caption was Sheree needs to be in Paw Patrol with Kevin or off the damn show. Look, Sheree definitely needs to move down a tier to Paw Patrol because she has no clue what's going on. And matter of fact, they need to create a whole nother tier for Sheree because them little dogs on the Paw Patrol, even though it's a cartoon and it's for the kids, they be solving their crimes. Sheree is just the piece of furniture that don't say that, don't shade Sheree. Let's just say she the piece of furniture there. If Alan doesn't have to walk around and ask everybody for their vote, you probably wouldn't even hear from Sheree. Now, mind you, I don't watch all of these criminal shows. I think I'm a Law and Order girl in Law and Order SVU. So I don't know about the hierarchy of NCIS, Criminal Minds, Mindhunter. I ain't never even heard of Mindhunter, but I'm going to assume Mindhunter is the best, going from best to worst. Now, they have Dan and NCIS, which is a step above Paw Patrol. If it was not for yesterday's episode, I would completely disagree with Dan. But I need to watch next Thursday because Dan, if you banish Bergie, your ass needs to go down there to the Paw Patrol because you should have listened to Poverty. And Sheree just gonna, I mean, not Sheree, Phaedra agrees with Poverty, but I feel like Phaedra right now is playing the best game. And I feel like Phaedra is going to allow you to shoot yourself in the foot. Because if you take this shot, look, we need to say goodbye to Dan next Thursday, period. Like, how many times y'all going to bring up Dan and then say, oh, no, maybe it's somebody else? But Dan, if you take this shot at Bergie and you miss, Phaedra gonna let you miss. I got a feeling that Bergie might have even told Phaedra, I got the shield, because you know that's her Bergalicious. John, he could stay where he at. MJ could stay. Trishelle could go down there to the Paw Patrol. In them whack ass gloves you had on, girl. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at Trishelle for getting out my girl Peppermint, talking about, oh, I got all these cute outfits too. Oh, you're upset about my. When do we banish or murder Trishelle? Bergie and Janelle, I agree. CT isn't on the chart, but I would put CT at the same level as the NCIS because CT isn't as vocal as I want him to be. And then he still ain't got no clue. Sandra, top tier. Party, I would kind of drop down to Criminal Minds. I feel like the only people that need to be top tier right now are Sandra, Phaedra, and Peter, because Peter was playing his ass off last night, and I can't wait to get into Peter and his gameplay tomorrow. But he was playing his ass off last night. And if Dan, if you fall for it, that's going to be a little notch on your crown. It's going to be a little notch. You still get to be, you still get to be an icon over there on the Big Brother, but that's going to be a little notch. But what y'all think? I know y'all want me to talk about traders, and I don't want to get in too far. Wait, I went too far. Oh, Lord, I done skipped all the comments. Dan is on borrowed time. I don't understand how they didn't. We're going to get into it tomorrow. I just really don't understand how Dan didn't go home yesterday. It didn't make sense. It did not make sense. Lord, and they blowing up my phone. Sheree's voting for people based on their actions, and Sheree doesn't have a clue. I don't even think she understands the game show that she's on. Sheree is like, they probably like, Sheree, we'll give you a couple $1,000 an episode. Come live in this castle. And she's like, oh, a castle. It's like the chateau. And Sheree is just there. And she's at the round table. Whoever people names she throw out there, she write one of them on her piece of chalkboard and moves on. Sheree doesn't know what's going on the show. Y'all could have put anybody else in that spot and we would have got more like, I would never imagine a world where Bergie is more entertaining than Sheree. If you watch the preview for next week, you'll see what happens. I heard, but I'm hoping that they're trolling us. Because if the preview picture is true, I'm kind of upset because that's a spoiler. Yeah, they show the next round table. I'm just going to wait to see it. Look, I'm going to get into Kevin versus Kate tomorrow night. But guess who else on a borrowed time schedule? You think Kate going to just sit up there and let you tell her, shut up, I'm talking? Now, he didn't say it like that, but that's pretty much what he said. He said, Kate, be quiet. You ain't paying attention. He said it nicely. I said it how he meant it. You think Kate gonna let Kevin get away with that? Oh, If Dan goes home next week, Kevin going home after that. Oh, Kate is gonna get at your ass, Kevin, and I can't wait to see it. I do love CT and Phaedra. Phaedra. I'm about to take this picture down because I'm not about to talk too much longer. But Phaedra, see, I know Housewives Phaedra, and I know how conniving and strategic, and I've seen the dirty stuff she's done to past housewives. Phaedra doesn't give me that friendly vibe. Phaedra is playing this game. Phaedra is playing this game masterfully because she's letting Dan and Parvati get all the shots. I don't think anybody is even on Phaedra's radar. I don't even think it's probably people in that house that's like kind of like Cirie. And you know I don't put Phaedra on Cirie's level. But I think they're kind of like, I can't believe I would never think Phaedra's not a traitor. The only person that should be clocking Phaedra is Sheree. Because Sheree was sitting on that reunion couch, hugging Portia. I can't believe hugging and patting Portia all on the back in disbelief when we all found out that Phaedra was the one who made up that lie about Kandi. And you know, if you don't know, I can't say it over here on the YouTube, but look up season 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Phaedra was there. Phaedra knows how, I mean, Sheree was there. Sheree knows how dirty Phaedra can go, how low Phaedra can go. The one person that should be clocking Phaedra is Sheree. But Sheree is so dumb. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Phaedra and Sheree at the end, and Sheree gonna be looking dumb because she ain't gonna throw her sandbag in that fire pit, and Phaedra gonna walk off with all the money. And there go your house note girl. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Y'all want to put MJ in the Paw Patrol? I think MJ has backed off. You could see in the previous episode, everybody threw that murder flower on MJ. Like MJ getting ready to die. Everybody wanted MJ to die. She talked too much. You know, she doing too much. The traitors want to murder her. Everybody had that flower on MJ. And I think MJ said, I'm going to fall back. So I could see that on MJ's face where she kind of playing a more low-key game because of how that funeral episode went. Yeah, Trishelle tore her britches with me when she got peppermint. I can't stand Trishelle. I forgot that I ain't like her from all them other shows. So I be trying to give people a chance because I got this 40-year-old brain. But then they remind me, it come right back. Peter was in the game. If I don't want to give Phaedra and Parvati too much, but if they were smart, they would feed Dan. Because see, this is what I think. I think they made a mistake. Dan and Parvati did by not throwing Phaedra under that bus. Because even Dan said the faithfuls are getting pissed. We need to throw them a bone. Y'all should have threw them Phaedra, but y'all just slid in a little hint. No, y'all should have got rid of Phaedra and been like, "Oh, we finally caught a traitor." Because now they on your ass, Dan. And if Phaedra and Parvati were really smart, they they'll make up. They'll get Dan out and recruit Peter. Because Peter is too smart. Peter is too smart. Get Dan out, recruit Peter. If you don't recruit Peter, go ahead and recruit Sandra, because I'm telling you, just like Dan, Sandra needs to be banished just off of general principle alone. She don't run Survivor twice, girl. You got to go. And you might as well recruit Sandra so they can be like, oh, we caught another traitor. Don't try to save Dan next week. Remember when Cirie and oh boy had to let go of Cody because it was too much heat? At some point, the traitors, you got to feed the faithfuls a little something like he can go. And if you watch the season of the Traitors preview at the end of episode 3. You'll see other things that happen in the next episode. I watched the preview. The next episode looks really fiery, like a lot of conflict, which I enjoy. I can't wait to see it. Kate was dressing her ass off. Look, Trishelle, if you thought Peppermint was gonna outdress your ass, Kate getting ready to spin circles around you in them chicken feather gloves. Girl, that was a decision and a choice. I know you didn't walk in the store and see them chicken feather gloves and was like, oh, I'm about to kill the game with this. Let me get off of here. I'd have been reading people for an hour and 30 minutes. It has been fun. I enjoyed y'all. I wanted to come together for a live. I really want to talk about Traitors. So hopefully we can talk about that tomorrow night. But I just really want to have fun, and I want to show off my hairstyle, y'all. I'm a little bit vain. I'll admit it. I wanted to talk and show off that I finally got this hair swooped to the side. A good swoop. Now, in 2 days, when these swoops are missing, don't say nothing. Don't read me in the comments because I can't lay my edges how my stylist lay them. I be trying to wrap them up tight and hold on, but I just can't. I just can't. Look, I'm ready for Kate to give Trishelle a little bit of what she gave Rachel Riley. Like, they didn't cast Kate to come back for nothing. Now, if the people on this show were smart, Kate would be on a revolving door. Girl, you just got here. Let's go ahead and banish you because we ain't got time to figure out what you up to. But I feel like Kate is going to be there a while to entertain. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I could never be a stewardess and Kate be my boss because she be talking to them people any kind of way. I like Kate. I really do. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. It's 8 o'clock. I have to watch Drag Race and Ready to Love tonight. If you all are familiar with the panel schedule, on Saturdays at noon on Kamisha Reviews, we do a panel on Ready to Love. So I will be there tomorrow. And then Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central, all of this Central time. I forgot whose channel it's on tomorrow. Dang it. It might be Really Be. No, it's not Really Be. It's Ebby. Ebby Reviews. It's on somebody's different channel every week. We do Drag Race. So I got to watch Drag Race tonight so I could be on the panel for that tomorrow. So if you want to catch me tomorrow on the panels, noon, Kamisha Reviews, I'll share it all to my community walls so you all can know where to find it. Noon, Kamisha Reviews, Ready to Love. 6 p.m., Ebby Reviews. We'll be talking Drag Race. And then hopefully I'm going to get with Ebby and Really Be and see if after Drag Race, like maybe 8 p.m., they want to do Traitors. If they can't do it, probably tomorrow around 8 p.m. when Drag Race is over, I'll do Traitors, and then we might do a panel on Sunday. I don't know how we'll work it, but I will definitely let you all know on Twitter and my community wall where the videos are. But anyway, are you going to recap the challenge show on Monday? That's that YouTube show I'm going to watch. I don't want to make a promise because I feel like it's something I just want to watch for my entertainment only. And, I don't want to take notes. But if I watch it and, I learn something really interesting about these people, I don't mind, giving my 2 cents on it. But for the most part, I'm going to say no. But I might if something of interest that's worth a conversation comes up. But anyway, you all, please like this video, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. I appreciate all of your support. CT is first. I'm happy CT is first because somebody told me Tori was first and I was going to go ahead and not even watch that one. But CT is first, great. So I'm about to go. I'm being too shady tonight. I'm about to go wind down. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. And I see y'all tomorrow. Bye.